Welcome back to episode 4 of What's in My Mail. This time not on a Monday, so we can't really call it Mail Time Monday anymore, but I got some much needed rest over the weekend. As a lot of you pointed out, I was looking a little tired and sad in the last episode. I really appreciate the concern and love in the comment section, but rest assured it was just because I had a busy week prior to that and nothing that 16 hours of sleep can't fix. So here I am, hopefully a little more perky than I was last week. So let's check it out. All right, so last week I focused on the tech mail that I got, but this week I'm super excited because I saved up a bunch of EDC, bags, fidget toys, knives, all the things for this episode. But there are 2 things that brands sent me because of the holidays and they are tech related, so I just want to show that off. First one being from Pitaka. They sent me this holiday gift box, which is really cool because this here is a MagSafe unlocking lock thing. Now when I did receive this, and they did tell me this beforehand, due to shipping and jiggling around too much, it may have messed up the mechanism here because it is handmade. But essentially this aligns up with your iPhone 12. It was meant to, you lock it in and then you spin it. It's not working here, but it would spin. It would spin. It's kind of stuck here. So it would spin and you'd see the eyes there. It goes from sleeping, and if you had your iPhone there, until it goes to open, and then it opens up like that. I just wanted to show it off because that's a really cool box. It was handmade. I really appreciate that. There's a card in here. I believe it was showing off their new blue carbon fiber stuff. This is their thin iPad Pro case that still allows you to have the Apple Smart Connector. And inside, ooh, so this one's for the 12 Pro Max. I'm carrying the 12 Mini right now. Look at that. So you got that blue carbon fiber. It's a nice matte feel. And then we have the AirPods case, a Apple Watch shell. But what's really cool is they sent this toy statue thing as well. What it does is it changes faces. Look at that. So I thought it was pretty cool. So thank you, Pitaka, for sending that out. The only other tech I want to show off is this from Zendure. They sent a whole holiday package with a few batteries as well, but this is their new outdoor power bank thing. It's this chunker. So 2 AC ports, USB-Cs, USB 3. You turn it on here. And then this side, there's even a light, different settings of light, and I assume that light will last forever if you're only using it as a really heavy flashlight, which I don't recommend. It's a good size, 2 AC ports, which is insane if you're outdoors. I don't have the numbers, but I will link it down below along with, of course, everything else I showcase. This guy, if you go camping a lot, outdoors a lot, or if you just want to leave something in the car or even a backup battery at home. This is being funded on Kickstarter, so I wanted to show this off as soon as possible in case you wanted their early bird discounts. This one, it's a promising offering. And it comes with a little lunch bag as well. All right, on to the fun stuff now. Today's unboxing knife of choice is from DG Blades. I believe it's Dylan Grace is the creator. This guy is the EDC Defender. This tiny, it's got a sheath, and then, oh my God. When I saw this, I was like, I gotta pick it up. It's small, it looks wicked, and it just fits like this. I will be honest and say, it's not super practical for everyday use, but just looking at this thing, it's got a heavy weighted base on it. It's all metal all around, and just look at that texture. Damn. So we're gonna be using this for any boxes we need to open, which I don't think there's gonna be a lot, but I definitely wanted to show that off one more time. One more time. Okay, so let's start off with the big items, bags. I got a lot of bags over the last few weeks. First one being from Moment, their updated sling bag. Not much has changed from their previous one. The pocketing is about the same. I believe they changed the materials and it's just a little cleaner. It's part of their MTW collection now, Moment Travel collection. Thick strap, plastic buckle. Everything in here is a soft kind of microfiber suede-like. For the price, this is a really wicked bag, especially because you have so many strap options, pocket options, and it looks clean. It's a clean looking bag that doesn't look like a camera sling, doesn't look like tech wear or anything. So a great gift if you're on a budget, or just even if you're not on a budget. This looks and feels like a premium bag. Good choice there. This one I picked up because it was part of North Face's new Steep Tech collection. Look at that. It's got a lot going on. I picked it up just because it was new and it was funky. There was so much going on with it that I just wanted to check it out myself. On the outside, you don't see this a lot in sling bags. There's a bottle pocket here, drawstring to keep it tight. This front quick access pouch is double sealed, so you have the Velcro, but you also have the zipper. Mesh pocket, there's even a smaller zippered pouch in here, a button pocket, and back here is a soft like fleece material, so you can put your phone in there. And if you don't want to use a zipper, Velcro holds it in place. And the nice thing about these pockets is even if you let it fall down, nothing falls out because this is zippered and everything else is held vertically. A big flap here covering the main pocket, which is good for water. And inside is just one big pocket. This thing has pockets galore. Even the sleeves have a little pouch. So that's another pocket there, and the same thing on the other side. So again, pockets galore on this pouch, which is why it caught my eye. It's just so many pockets, different types of pockets too, especially that water bottle pocket. Nothing too tall, but if you want to carry something, a juice box or something. But for this, definitely a little more out there, a little more tech-weary, a little more outdoorsy than the Moment bag is. This one's a little more calm. This one's a little more intense. And then just two more, well, one sling bag, but two colorways. The Carryology and Air collab. It's based on the City sling bag that I featured in several videos. They come in this little drawstring bag, which is a cool bag in itself. But bam. This thing sold out, I believe, in less than 10 minutes. Look at that. So it's got the black and then the black camo on top and the camo behind. They updated it with a fid lock with the graphic there. So you still got the waterproof zippers, orange lining, and then you got the Carryology tag on the inside. Structurally, not very different. Everything's pretty much the same. Inside here has got the white and the orange, and it's just a really small portable bag. And then it also came in a white. Both of them instantly sold out. These are hard to find, and they're crazy resale value on eBay. I'm keeping these because these are killer bags that I will hopefully one day include into a video or wear myself. All right, those are some big items. Let's do a quick fire Q&A fire session from last episode. Same thing this time though. Leave a comment down below if you want me to answer it in episode 5. First question, who is someone you look up to? First one that comes to mind, Dave 2D. I just love his simple take to videos. You go in not knowing something and you come out always learning something, which is what I'd like for my videos, and I just love his take on all the products that he does. So there's a lot of questions about, can you do an affordable EDC, under $50 EDC, under whatever EDC. Let me just address this clearly here. I would love to, but it's really hard to find a curated list of products that are good and worthwhile sharing within a budget price point. I don't want to show off things that just hit a price point, like it's under $10, you should use this. I truly believe that you should spend maybe the $30 value on a similar item because generally it's worth it for that product category. I'm not saying there aren't really great $10 products. I'm saying it's really hard to find those, enough of those to make it into a video. And especially because I'm very wary about buying and promoting knockoffs, which I don't want to do. A lot of the stuff that I promote, I want to make sure they're firsthand, they're OEMs. Give me some time on that. I would love to do an under 50 series, under $100 series, or a $100 setup, which Best Damn EDC Taylor does on his channel. I love that series. I'd love to do that as well, and I plan to do that in the new year. So keep an eye out for that. Can you do a room tour where you put all the things you have? Literally everything I have is behind me. I also have a storage room of like a bunch of these big bins I have here. I have a lot of cases for iPhone because I used to only do iPhone reviews. So I have a lot of those, and I've been trying to figure out ways to sell it off. I did a mystery box for a while. So you spend, I think I charged $40. You tell me what device you have, and I literally just stuff a box full of cases that I had that I wanted to get rid of. Generally, you'd get almost double the value in cases, if not more. Literally, if it could fit in the box, I will put it in the box and I sent it out to you. That was $40. I stopped doing that because of the pandemic. I didn't want to go outside as much and ship those boxes. Hopefully, I'll start that again. And if you guys are interested in that, I'll start it sooner. If not, totally understand. It's a lot of old phones, a lot of old cases. Majority of them aren't used. And I think I'd love to put it to use. And I'd love for you guys to have it if you want it. Ken Soda has a few questions. In terms of clothes, what's your favorite style? A little while back, you saw talked about techwear. Techwear is still my favorite, but a much more toned down techwear. So definitely all black is what I like. I don't like the techwear style where you have a lot of straps hanging off you. I find it very cumbersome. For me, it's pockets. Pockets and good craftsmanship and tooling and good use of material. So water sealed zippers, a material that just won't tear as easily. Also want stretchy material. So it's gotta be comfy. I'm not going for the looks as long as it's black for me. Since you're interested in tech and everything, have you considered dabbling in audiophile stuff? I'm terrible with audio. For me, AirPods Pro are my perfect solution. Plug and play. I don't listen to music that much to care about the quality, so that's my answer to that. And the last one he has, are you big on gaming? I used to be. My main game is Tetris on the Nintendo Switch. So if anyone wants to play Tetris, let me know in the comments down below. There's a lot of questions about doing a specific character. I'm always curating for different characters. I've got a running list of them, and whenever I find a product, I'll just throw it into a list. And when I have enough products for that character, I will generally put that into production. So if you have any ideas for characters, definitely leave a comment down below for that as well. Black Panther I have in the works as well, so don't worry guys. I said I was gonna do Black Panther. I'm gonna do Black Panther. James Bond I'm gonna do as well. This one says, do the next episode with your girlfriend. That'll be cool. Well, if you guys want that, or if you guys want a female girl-oriented episode, leave a comment down below. My girlfriend reads them, so let her know that you guys want that. So we'll leave it off at that. Leave questions down below. I'll answer from old episodes and from this episode in the next episode. Back to the gear. All right, first thing I want to show off is some new fidget toys that I picked up. This one is from All Things Spinning. It's a haptic coin, which after buying so many fidget toys, I've come to realize haptic coins are probably my favorite. And by haptic coin, I mean basically anything in the shape of a coin that does this. Really satisfying when it clicks into place. This one's made of Zerk, I believe, but they also have this model here, which is very, very clean looking. Exactly the same, but this one just doesn't have the grooves on it. But this one is a free spinning one. Not my favorite, but I still really like the mechanism because it's just really calming to do that. And it works on both sides as well. It's hard to justify buying a fidget toy in general, especially ones that are made of these rare metals, which cost a pretty penny to make. So when they sell it, it costs even more. For me, it's that satisfying feeling of keeping your hands busy and doing something that it's almost like every time you click it, it's like you've done something successfully. And it's hard to explain. It's great for people with anxiety or people who just need to keep their hands busy, keeps your mind kind of clear because you're thinking about doing something and you're not overthinking doing something else. It could be done with so many other things, clicking a pen, flicking open a knife, that kind of thing. Way cheaper options, but these are just something cool to have in your pocket, carry around. It's fun. And I don't recommend getting into this hobby if you can't afford it because these things cost a pretty hunky penny. Another one I picked up and just discovered through Instagram, BILLETSPIN. This coin made of Zerk on the outside, and this inner coin here I think is tungsten. It pops open like this. So these are swappable. They sell different designs, and because when you pop it out, you can kind of spin it around the edges like this, and then it free spins on the inside. I got the one with the divot on the bottom, so it can also act as a spinning coin. For me, I like when it's multifunctional. It can do the spinning coin, and you can also spin the center, and you can also pop it out. Not my favorite mechanism, but it's different. I've never played with something like this before, so I wanted to pick one up and try it myself. I do know haptic coins are still my favorite, but I don't regret picking this up. These were sent to me, and they are EDC toothpicks made of titanium, I believe. It's just stuck in this cardboard, but look at that. So it's got the pointy end like a toothpick. The other end, he adds like a unique design depending on which one you buy. These have these little extra grooves here that I think glow in the dark, but you can't see it here. Different designs. This one's all titanium, one color. Even cooler, it's got that green, yellow, brass, gold lightsaber effect. Damn, like they're actually the size of a toothpick. I can think of many ways that you could use this outside of it being a toothpick. I've found many things you need to poke and scrape, and having one of these, if you can carry it properly, these are really cool and pretty much indestructible. Some other fidget things. I bought this from CAHP Tools, and this is like a regular Knuck. Look how cool that looks. It's like a ninja panda, and this is just a solid piece of metal. It's got hex cutouts. I probably could use it with the hex tool down here as well, but it also doubles as a bottle opener. And stick your finger in. You have these two parts sticking out. Comfortable, but honestly, throw this on your keychain, it just looks freaking rad. Again, with any of these kind of designers and fidget guys, the best is to follow them on Instagram, or they usually have a Facebook group. They do exclusive drops, and that's generally where you'll find them out first when they post it on their stories. So keep an eye on that if you do want to, drop some dough on this stuff. Another one that was sent out to me, thanks to Pharaoh EDC, shout out to him for sending this stuff out. These guys, look how bad AF they look. This one's made of brass. It's a little thinner than this one because it's called the Fanny, stainless steel. Bottle openers on the bottom, get a little hook there. Can attach it onto the keychain. This just looks good as jewelry as well if you want to do that. But you can stick your finger in. Again, another Knuck style. solid pieces of metal. These guys, again, I mean, do you want to spend money on Knucks? That's totally up to you. I think they look great as an accessory piece. They're just something to hold on to. There's just something about holding a solid piece of something that feels really good. And these guys do not disappoint. Pharaoh EDC, these look freaking rad as well. So this one is from 4T5 Design. I picked this up because of this. An all blacked out guppy is what he calls it. Again, stick your finger in, it's a Knuck, but it's got that bottle opener on the end and it just looks freaking cute. I mean, look at that. Look how cute that looks. Pretty expensive, but no complaints. This next one is from Tigird. I've shown them off before. They're Knuck in a previous episode. Speaking of that, they actually sent me a new one, a special edition one, cause bam. It's a baby Iron Man in a Knuck form. I've already posted this on Instagram, so if you follow me there, you probably would have seen it. But this red, gold, I mean, it's the Iron Man face. You can't deny that. And this actually glows in the dark. Solid piece of metal, but you pop these guys open. They're actually attached magnetically like that. And it becomes a Knuck as well. Got those shoulders on that. This is just, I mean, it's just cool to hold on to as well. Throw this onto your keychain with the lanyard loop there. It's got some weight to it. Come on. They also have the Rattlesnake, I think it's called. If any of you like pry bars, this may be a good one because it's not only a pry bar. I mean, it's got the pry bar utility to it, but this one has a built-in little tool hole. This one's a Phillips magnet, pops it back into place flush. Then on this side, you roll it and it pops out a little bottle opener and then snap it back. Then the final one, this is a little intense, not something I usually carry or even buy myself. It's his knife that he makes. Look at that, holy. It's like Transformers in a knife. Bunch of grooves on it, all metal. And this is a big boy too. Fits my whole hand. It's probably at least a 3.5-inch blade. Cost a pretty penny too, so if you like it, I'll have that link down below. That's all the fidget stuff. Let's talk about knives. Because I picked up this one from WRKMN Pinch. This was really fun because, as you can see, it's like a dagger style, but the one that I got, all black. Blacked out, ultra black, even this bead they include. But it's just this little dagger. It's the sheath. You pull it out, bam. So I had to get used to using a dagger because when I use a knife, I generally lay my finger on the top part, and here you don't want it because both sides are sharp, so you gotta get used to holding it like this. It's less a utility tool and more probably a defense tool. You definitely still use it as a box opener, just won't be the most efficient. But this, pop it back in, you can wear it as a necklace. It just looks cool. I mean, that blackout, bam. So I'm definitely gonna include this in a blackout collection sometime in the future, something ninja stealthy. Two other knives that I showed last week. It's from WESN. I showed you guys this one, the Microblade 2.0. This is the all blacked out mini knife. And for me, I love these because they're so functional. If you're only opening boxes, cutting small things, having something small like this, belt clip, just have it on you. It doesn't look intimidating in any way. These are perfect for that. This guy, I think it's called the Allman. A little more intense, got the G10 scale, but it's really flat, which is really nice when especially when you pocket it. And then it's kind of got like a curved bean shape, like a butter knife shape, which I really like. For me in knives, it's very important when you're using it as a tool instead of a weapon. Like this looks just cute and I love it. It works. Again, really slim, so it doesn't take up a bunch of space. It's not heavy. Clip at the back is really slim as well. That's from WESN. A few knickknacks that I picked up from MecArmy. I've shown off a bunch of their gear in previous videos. In the past, they've sent me a bunch of stuff, but personally, I prefer to buy stuff from brands when I see something I like instead of asking them for it, because when you ask a brand for something, it's never just they send you stuff for free. There's always sort of a transaction, whether it's they pay you or they don't. Even giving you a product, there's an expectation for you to do something for them. When you buy it yourself, you don't have that expectation, and there were some things that I wanted to buy, and I don't have a planned video for them, but I like to buy things ahead of time, especially when they're on sale, so that when a video does come, I don't feel rushed to include them or the necessity to include them or that I owe them something. So anyways, that's a little short rant about getting free gear if you do plan on starting your own YouTube channel. This is a really cool mini buckle style knife made of all metal. You can attach your band on both sides, about the size of a watch, so generally you can paracord the band, and then when you push this button, bam, mini knife. So it's a really cool stealthy knife that I'd love to include into like a James Bond or one of those superhero style. Yeah, this one, their new CPL2 is this metallic bodied mini button flashlight. Look how tiny that is. Big power button at the top, like that. So several modes as well. Throw it onto your keys, in your bag. It's literally the size of a quarter. For me, flashlights, I don't want to carry anything bulky because I never really need light. And if I do, I have a flashlight on my phone. So when I try to find flashlights for myself or even to promote, it's the smaller side of things and things that are just easy to carry around. That's my philosophy with flashlights. Let's see, what else? Ooh, yes, this is from JL Lawson. It is a hand sanitizer spray thing that is very, very not functional or usable, because it's this literally like if you know those mini pill-sized coin capsules, you have to spin the top off, which requires at least 5 or 6 spins, and then you fill it up with thing, and it's got sanitizer on the inside. It's this mini spray bottle gasket, so it is waterproof. Spin it back on. It's just a process to open and close it that takes a while, but solid body, and then you open the bottom to fill it up. $100 and so. It's just cool to have. I don't recommend anyone buy it because this is just more of a keepsake. I love it as a spray bottle because I've never seen a spray bottle in this form factor. And that's why I like buying this stuff. It's just stuff that I've never seen before. I will link that down below. So Spigen got into the EDC game. Spigen, yes, the one that makes iPhone cases and Samsung cases and stuff. They made their own carabiner. They sent me a bunch. They're all the same, but they have a metal top, keyring that's kind of space grayish, nylon strap here with a stud in the center. It says Spigen there. What's cool is it has a bottle opener. So it's got that stud there, and then it's just, as a carabiner, it's actually pretty cool. I don't know the price off the top of my head, but I can't imagine it being more than 10, 15 bucks. Pretty good for something this solid. You get some really nice hardware and a really solid clip as well. So, okay, this one just came in the mail from Mackie in collaboration with Urban EDC Supply, or exclusively sold through Urban EDC Supply. Mackie, again, is a Facebook dedicated sales place unless you do these exclusive drops. So I haven't even opened it yet, but when I saw it, I was like, yo, I gotta have this because this is a mini lighter. So if we open it together, even the case that it comes in is freaking rad. Pill-like case. Yep. It's a lighter. Pull off. Okay, so it's gasket lined here, so it's kind of fit sealed, and then it's just this mini lighter. You fill it up with some fluid, and in this case, it's kind of like a really old school lantern in a really tiny size. Look at that. I got the blue and gray combo. Well, I've been trying to put this thing back together, and I don't know how with these gaskets, but I ain't even mad. This is freaking cool. Once I figured out how to close it, I just got this, and that's why I don't like doing things that I just get. I don't get a chance to play with them beforehand. Urban EDC Supply, Mackie. I don't know if they're probably sold out. It's a limited drop as well. So a brand called TactiPlast, which is this moldable plastic. I got some purple and some gray that you heat up. It's just like any moldable plastic, but what was cool about this was, first of all, I thought it was fairly cheap. It glows in the dark, so you wind it up and then you can attach it onto things like grooves like this. You can stuff it with some moldable rubber, and then that section will glow. And because it's moldable, you can shape it in any way you want. This stuff was really cool. TactiPlast, and they threw in an airhead, which I have not had in ages. So looking forward to that. I'm really big on buying masks and trying new masks and always trying to find the best one. Tombin V4, still my best one, V4 mask, but here are a few different ones that I picked up. This one's from Triple Aught Design. This is called a Shadow RS mask. So opening this, it's got these patch-like designs, so it looks almost mechanical. It's got the metal bridge, so it can mold it anyway. Adjustable straps, which is really nice. It's like a must-have for me now when the straps are pullable and adjustable, and it's got the back lanyard to it. When you leave it, it just sits there, and then you still have the straps here. So let's try this on. This one's a little small for me. I think if I tighten it, that's how it looks. Pretty rad. Another one is from Buff, which I featured their active mask with the straps. They actually have one in the tube design. These are great because unlike the regular tube gator stuff, it actually has a filter section built into it. So there is a right or wrong way to wear this. And the gators are nice because it actually covers your whole face, especially in the winter. You can cover your ears, and the filter section is still on your mouth. And it's nice because it's right up to you, it's tight on your face. The filter, you're always getting that air through the filter there. And it even covers your neck, so if you're really cold. A great option if you're active a lot, stretchy, light, and comfortable. This one's from Distill Union. It looks like the regular face mask you wear. It's dual lined, and it's got the nose bridge. You have adjustable straps, so you can tighten it, loosen it there, and the straps are just regular elastic ones. It's got like a nylon finish, breathable, and for them, they have their patented magnet kind of built into it. So if you know them, they make a lot of magnetic accessories. This one, you can throw it onto your fridge or attach it onto their Ferris system, which is a metal bar at your doorway, so you can never forget it. It's comfy, it's affordable. This is a good option as well. Moving along, this one was an expensive one. It's from Outlier NYC. It's like a really special material on the inside. It's a soft material. It's dual tone with this outside material and a bandana style on the outside. What really got me was that they use Fidlock at the back to lock in place. It tightens really well. Like, it's still tight on your chin and the bottom of your neck. You have that bandana style to cover your neck, so it's actually a little extra seal, but it's not a full, guaranteed seal. That's only my gripe. Breathability is a little harder than other masks just because the material is really tight woven, which is great for security, but for breathability it's a little tough. But what's really nice is that it doesn't go over your ear. It actually wraps around the back. So if you hate having your ears always chafing on the mask, this is a good choice. The nose bridge is really comfy and it fits really nicely around it. You almost have to wear it really tight, which the downside of that is it makes it really hard to breathe because you want to make sure there's a seal on the bottom as well. There's so much technical aspects going on for it. The Fidlock lock, the dual material microfiber material on the inside, the metal nose bridge, and it just looks pretty rad. So if you appreciate some new tech in face masks, this is a cool one to try out. Cowboy hat, back on. A few other miscellaneous accessories that I bought. This is from Hardgraft. Their specialty is in like wool and leather, and I saw this wallet because it's got this little cutout here that when you put a bill inside it, the face of the bill sticks out. And I thought that was really cheeky and fun. Inside, very standard 2-pocket wallet. I got that micro suede style on the inside. Hardgraft, they're made in Italy, so it's really nice, and they cost just as nice. So not a cheap wallet, but if you appreciate some fine humor, this is the one. I picked up these pouches, which cost me way more than I should have. This one is from Porter. It's like a little baggie, and this one is from Bag Jack. Two brands that are very expensive, at least I think are very expensive, but justified, because Porter, they're known for their, I guess, style and brand. It's one of those high-end brands. This one is just a little pouch. Can kind of fit like a tiny camera or the GoPro, some cards, and it's meant to be either hooked onto another bag with their built-in hook, or you can attach it onto your belt directly so you have a little extra pocket on your side. It's got a button front, and it's all kind of padded too, so it's nice. That's the Porter one. This is from Bag Jack, a little more justified because they at least have the Cobra clip, but very similar. It's a little bigger in size, but it's just a huge pocket, and the front has a little pouch, either onto a bag or you can have it onto your belt as well. I'm a huge fan of these little pouch things, probably not at this price. Like Chrome Industry makes some great ones and they're like an eighth of this, but these are just like, if you want brand name, these are two really good choices. So I wanted to pick them up to add to my collection. You can throw it onto a strap as well, so you can have like a little extra pocket up here. Over Black Friday, I also purchased some stuff from Defy. I got the little micro pouch here. I got this little notebook sleeve, which I thought was really interesting. And it's got slots for a pen, knife, and all your other EDC, as well as some elastics here. If you do carry a notebook around, this is pretty useful for that. And it's got a little metal clip at the top. This one, a little bigger, Cobra clip. Anything you see with a Cobra clip is gonna cost you money. It's just like this little tiny pocket, very simple, but it's built really nicely. That's where you're gonna see the justification of cost, is the build quality. You could definitely get something similar to this for a almost, again, a third, a half the cost, but if you appreciate craftsmanship and some good quality material, these here are also metals. I like seeing that when you're just paying money for something and you're getting the good stuff out of it. And this one's just X-Pack material. Little pouch, you can see it fits in the size of my hand. You can fit credit cards, earphones, AirPods, and then just hook it onto your keychain or have it in your bag or even in your front pocket. These are great to stay organized. This one I paid, oh my God, so much money for, but I have zero regrets. I also don't own a dog. to preface this. This is a doggy bag holder, which is basically, it holds a bunch of bags for when you go to walk your dog and you need to pick up their leftovers. This is from Brown Buffalo. Again, Cobra clip. It's got a little elastic strap up here so you can attach onto your belt, and then on the inside, waterproof zipper. Totally overkill. You don't need to keep this stuff dry. It's never gonna get wet. And it's got a little hole here so it feeds this plastic bag out of it. And I think this was a little under $80. So, and you can pick these up for like 10 bucks on Amazon, but you're not gonna get this level of overkill in design. Do you need a Cobra clip? No, that's completely useless. Do you even need to detach it? No, you don't. But the fact that he added that, some really nice craftsmanship as well, the detailing, the zipper pull, everything just feels so solid, like it's not gonna break. What really kills me is the waterproof zipper, which is just, to me, is like, why? But yes, so that's really cool. Like, if you don't end up using it as a doggy bag, this just works as a great little pouch you can attach onto you. Again, AirPods, some change, your keys. These are actually scented. So, when you're carrying the number 2s in there, it doesn't smell so bad. And also during the pandemic, I promoted using dog bags as a great way to have backup gloves, because the bags are biodegradable. You can use it, slip in your hand in it like a glove, pull a doorknob, grab stuff you want, and then just throw the bag out. So having it easily accessible is another reason to have a dog baggie, even if you don't own a dog. Overkill, no regrets though. Another knife that I forgot to show off. This is from Jho Knives, which, I love their spinner knife here, the Fidget spinner knife. I don't recall the name. I think it's a CK2. I got the leather bound shell here. You can see that finish. It's all leather, and then they got the metal on the inside. And then you unlock it, pull it out, and then lock it in place. So definitely not the quickest knife, but look at that. Holy, that leather bound, clean looking knife, the blackout finish, unlock. So you can get different lengths as well. So it's like a X-Acto utility knife, way more expensive and way more cool. Metal bead at the bottom, and yeah, something you can slip in your pocket. Just make sure to tighten the knob before you do so, or else that blade's gonna slide right out. Oh no, this one here. I found this from an Etsy seller. It's very similar to the Cocoon Grit organizers, except in a tiny form factor. The whole thing is wrapped in straps. So they're all elastic straps on both sides. And then this one is like a credit card, almost you could double as a mini carrier. Like a stiff board. I don't want to say it's cardboard, but it's a stiff board interior with a bunch of elastic wrapped around it. If you want to slide stuff in your pocket and stay organized, a great sling bag organizer, because this, you can fit your wallet in there, pen, cards, coins, your daily essentials. This guy I picked up from One Tigris. This is a bottle holder, a very special kind of bottle holder. Here is my Nalgene. Unravel it, whole Velcro strap. You set it on the base, wrap one side, and then you just wrap it around. And now you have a bottle carrier the exact size of your cup, which is really the killer seller here. Plus, you can see it's flush at the bottom. Lower this, and then especially for a bottle like this, it's so tall, giving it some space at the bottom allows it to stay securely in place. So One Tigris, 2 straps in the back. It's also just a great bottle holder. Even attach it onto your belt if you're hip like that. Get it? Hip, belt. That's it. I had to shoot this twice because the first time I shot it, the tabletop cam was not recording. I hope it is this time. Anyways, leave a question down below, or if you have any questions about the gear that I showcased, leave that as well. That's it. I rest my really cool water bottle.